Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second edition of the Web3 Pitch Arena, the place where startups meet venture capitalists and the best projects from the AdLunam ecosystem will shine. Today, we have a special guest, the remarkable woman of Web3 who needs no introduction. You know her, you've seen her, and she's easily recognizable, a fireball in her capacity, and of course, the co-founder of AdLunam. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause as we welcome Nathya Bester, the co-founder of AdLunam and the host of the Future of NFTs, to the stage. Nathya.
Thanks, JP. Just a quick sound check that everyone can hear me. If I can just see a reaction so that I know that my sound is good.
Yes, yes.
Awesome. So good evening, everyone. Well, at least it is here in Dubai. Warm welcome, or should I say a very hot welcome from Dubai. As JP said, I'm Nathya Bester, the co-founder of AdLunam, and I am extremely happy to have you here with us today for the second Web3 Pitch Arena that AdLunam is hosting. And this is the place where innovative startups meet visionary VCs to collide and make some magic together. So we come together today because we all believe that Web3 is going to be a key player in the future of the internet, in the future of business, and also the world as we know it. And at AdLunam, our mission is to support early stage startups to secure the funding that they need to thrive. So this is exactly what this pitch arena has been designed to do, to connect startups to venture capitalists and ecosystem partners and to take things forward. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to our panel of judges for today, who is going to make the final call on who is our top pitcher of the event. Once they've made their choice, AdLunam will act as the matchmaker and make introductions between our VCs, our ecosystem partners, and the projects that they wish to speak to. And our judges are all seasoned venture capitalists with a wealth of experience in the Web3 industry. They are actively seeking startups that have the potential to do world-changing things and make a significant impact. So I'm going to start from Donuts Capital, Jerin John, who is the head of business development. Donuts Capital is a community-backed early-stage VC for blockchain startups. Donut Capital invests in early-stage blockchain and Web3 startups, providing funding and growth support. Their goal is to introduce quality projects to their community and help them succeed. And this community consists of blockchain enthusiasts, industry influencers, crypto media, blockchain developers, and investors. So Jerin, John, thank you very much for being here with us today. Welcome. From Gaines Associates, we have Leslie Osei-Wireko, the head of business development. Gaines is the largest, the oldest, and the biggest decentralized VC in crypto with an unmatched track record, created more than 5 years ago with 25+ million invested in 200+ projects, including early investments in unicorns like Avalanche, Hashgraph, and Quant Network. Other investments include Reef, Persistence One, Kilt, the recent metaverse Blocktopia, which peaked at 1,000x, and the hit game Cryo War. And last but certainly not least, Brotherhood Ventures. We have with us CMO Luca Caligari and CFO Kinch. And Brotherhood Ventures is a unique venture capital firm specializing in crypto. Beyond financing, their strength lies in their commitment to create compelling and original narratives that amplify the reach of promising blockchain ventures. They don't just invest, they create and innovate, crafting stories that propel blockchain projects to the forefront of the industry. So thank you so much to our judges that we have on today. Very, very happy and pleased to have you here with us. And then of course, the host of today's show and sponsor AdLunam. Very happy to share this event with you. Then also, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to our sponsors that have so generously provided very delicious prizes for today's winners. We express our gratitude to ApeSwap and to Spherium Finance for their support. So from Spherium Finance, we have Elton Vargas, the head of partnerships. Spherium Finance is a one-stop solution in the DeFi ecosystem offering various types of services, including Hyperswap, Hyperlend, Hyperlaunch, and a wallet under one roof. Spherium is being built on layer 2 solutions to minimize gas fees and increase execution speed. The cross-chain DEX Hyperswap will enable users to swap tokens in a robust multi-chain through their uber-cool web and mobile app interface, integrating an even deeper layer of DeFi solutions such as staking, yield farming, and dual farming, lending and borrowing, extending the footsteps of the biggest cross-chain community. And from ApeSwap, we have Boba, Business Development and Partnerships, and Taz, the Director of Growth. ApeSwap is a decentralized finance platform offering a full suite of tools to explore and engage with the future of wealth building, overseen by the ApeSwap DAO. Their community and partners can tap into the next generation of financial innovation through their decentralized exchange, utility token staking, premium launchpad, lending network, and NFT marketplace in a secure, transparent, and globally accessible way. So we have a very exciting lineup of 5 amazing projects ready to pitch today. To ensure that we have ample time for a coffee break or perhaps even a celebratory glass of champagne at the end, I'll now hand it over to JP, who will guide us through some of the important housekeeping matters for today.
Thank you so much, Natia. Here's, ladies and gentlemen, what we will be doing. Each project will come on board and will have a dedicated 5 minutes to present their project to our respected panel of VCs. At the end of the allotted time, a bell will be sounded, as a noise will be given to indicate that they have finished 5 minutes. And this will transition then into the Q&A session, which will be opened up for our panel of VCs. Our VCs will have 5 to 7 minutes for their questions and answers. We ask for the projects to please keep your answers brief, because you could have more extended and further discussions once you are connected with the VCs at the end. Once again, the bell will indicate to start the next project that is supposed to come on board. For all of you in the room, please note that the sequence of the projects are already shared with them, so they will come in the order that they have already been informed of. And we have 5 projects in total. Please be mindful of the time so that everybody can enjoy a warm cup of coffee or a glass of champagne to celebrate at the end of it. Right? Over to you. If there's one last thing, if there is any issue, please feel free to reach out to the admins through private chat to be able to ask a question that you might have. All right? And I think that being said, Natia, over to you.
Thanks, JP. So I think it's time to get the show on the road. But before we dive in, I really just want to give a special shout out to each and every one of the founders that we have here today. As fellow founders, we completely understand the exhilarating highs and the very challenging lows that comes with building in this industry and this market, and especially at this time. Bear market is not for sissies. And so really, we just want to say such a warm welcome to you guys for everything that you have done so far, and just keeping at it and continuing going as we wait for the market to turn green again. So yeah, kudos to you for the resilience that you have and just pushing through. So now, without any further delay, I would like to invite James Shannon, who is the co-founder and CEO at Xone, to come present to us what they're building. James.
Thank you very much. Can everyone hear me? Awesome. Thank you very much, AdLunam, for organizing this event, and thank you to our wonderful panel of judges and to everyone else in the audience for giving us some time today. I really, really do appreciate the opportunity to speak to you all. And I'm even more excited to be able to present my project and company to you today. I'll kick off the time now just to make sure I can monitor it on my end. This is Xone, mobile gaming reimagined for the creator economy. When we think about the creator economy, it's difficult to not look at where creators are spending their time today. And for us, the creator economy is largely focused inside of a Web 2 market. Every month, 196 million Gen Z and Gen Alpha users spend time in virtual gaming worlds like Roblox, Fortnite, and Minecraft. They spend money on virtual goods and items and spent $27 billion last year on that market alone. This is the creator economy of the future. And the reason that games are so important is that they've become places of community. They've become places where individual users can socialize and build identity. And right now, what's happening within these larger Web2 style metaverse games is that they're giving creator studios out to their users. So they're giving creative control over content and experiences to their user base through studios and creator tools. The problem right now is that those creator studios are still requiring complex coding knowledge or 3D design knowledge in order to use, meaning game developers are using them and actual developers are using them as opposed to regular creators. So that's a problem. And then we also see a lack of co-creation opportunities with brands and artists, which is why one of the reasons TikTok has become so famous. Xone takes a different approach here. Rather than building something complex, we've created a mobile-first platform that allows any creator to build social gaming worlds and publish them to a profile with zero coding knowledge. The way the app works is by downloading, creating an avatar with Ready Player Me, getting into our creator studio and building an environment, and then sharing it on a profile as easy as you would share an image on Instagram. We also have adventures where we partner with brands and artists to bring unique and exclusive content to the platform for user growth. We've partnered within the music industry to create one of the first style gaming experiences in the market. We're partnered with Abbey Road and Universal Music to launch exclusive artist experiences on the platform. And we've just launched our first one with Universal about 2 months ago. From that launch, we saw explosive user growth, 315% month over month growth for just under 1,500 monthly active users. This was with no marketing spend whatsoever. Even more significant to this is the number of users creating content on the platform. 34% of our users are building content. Comparatively, if you look at something like Roblox, they have 4% of their user base doing so. Obviously, it's a different situation, bigger company, bigger platform. But if we look at this kind of holistically, we're drilling into this because we have a no-code approach rather than something complex. This is going to be the future for us. Engagement-wise, we have a 14.5% DAU MAU, 8-minute and 30-second session length, and 1.54% paid user conversion, which is all above industry benchmarks. Before having traction in Web2 music, we actually had traction and revenue in Web3. At the beginning of last year, we drove $540,000 of revenue through NFT sales, $40,000 in brand revenue and partnerships, and then we actually have 3 communities actively using Xone to host meetups and events. That forms the basis of our special sauce and why we're unique. So not only do we have a no-code mobile 3D design tool, which is unique in the market, we also have a session length that is 1.5 to 3x industry standards. And we are right now poised to become the standard for creating mobile 3D content in both a Web2 and a Web3 market because of our on-chain integrations.
1 minute
The
left.
vision for, thank you. The vision for us is to create a Xone Studio product, which is, and always will be, no code first. This is how we'll differentiate in the market. Since launching with our first Universal artist, we've had 4 additional artists put up their hand within the Universal music ecosystem to work with us. We'll be launching those throughout the balance of 2023 in order to acquire users and gain exposure on the platform. Right now, our business model is a combination of an on-demand marketplace with subscription revenue. But the vision for us is to expand this into a Web3 economy. Where this works is through discovering NFTs as part of our adventures, and then also a token which rewards people for spending time on the platform and can be used inside of a marketplace to purchase assets and goods related to Xone. We're asking for $3 million USD from a safe and a token warrant in order to hit these milestones. Right now, the team is 7 people strong, led by myself, Elisa, and Bobby, who have combined 15 years of mobile game and 3D design development experience. We also have a rockstar team of advisors. Happy to dive into this with anyone who has questions. Thank you very, very much for your time.
Okay, super. Let's open up the room now to questions from our VCs. Right, I'm going to ask my team. Yep. I'm going to ask my team to unmute our VC panel. headed by Gaines Associates, Brotherhood Ventures, and of course, Donuts Capital. Go for it.
So yeah, did you audited your platform?
Have we audited our platform?
Yep.
Like a security check audit?
Yes.
Yes, sir. We've done that through a company we worked with at the midpoint of last year, but since then we have not, no.
All right.
We see increasingly top tier players in the gaming industry doing what you're doing. You said it. Creator economy. How you're gonna compete with those? Like you have 1,500 users, they have 150 million users. How are these users going to go to your project and use it?
Combination of our artist partnerships, as well as the fact that we're enabling them to build 3D content with absolutely no coding knowledge. So our bet, and what we've seen through our first initial pilot launch, is that users do want to create content, and we've created the tools that enable them to do that. So it's zeroing in on that. Excuse me.
I see. Where are they gonna deploy the content they're creating?
On the platform, on their profile, and on an in-feed platform tool that we have.
Gotcha. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for your question.
All right, Leslie, do we have a question from your side?
No.
All right. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Kinch and Jerin, for the questions. James, thank you so much for the presentation. We will now move on to our next project. Natia, over to you for the introduction.
James from Xone, thank you so much. So now next up we have Project Lambo, represented by Funsho Ajibade, the founder and CEO, as well as Iqbal Khan, the CEO. Take it away, guys.
Thank you so much for having us. I'm Funsho, founder and CEO of Project Lambo, and this is where gamers, investors, and AI come together. So we've been featured on a lot of well-known media sources. We've been on television twice. We've also been featured on Binance Live. And we've built a very strong executive team with a vast amount of experience. Nicole, our CIO, who's worked with some of the largest banks on the planet. Iqbal, our COO, sales and marketing specialist with Microsoft. Our CTO, Abdullah, who's a senior blockchain developer and has worked with Netflix. Sandeep, our CFO. And when we talk about our advisors, they are rockstar as well. Jason, obviously, you guys know very well. Sunny, our game development advisors, work with Rockstar Games, Gameloft Studios, Sony, Microsoft. Jake, our 3D designer with the beautiful images behind me. He's worked with Disney, Star Wars, Spider-Man, many others. And we've got a team of close to 30 as things stand. We're powered by Ethereum, Chainlink, and Polygon, with more to come. We have a number of well-known strategic partners in the space, and we believe that the gaming market is extremely inefficient, monopolized, greedy, and unfair. 80% of gamers do not make money in GameFi gaming, and over $100 billion is spent on non-resaleable avatars. And the gaming market is recession and pandemic resilient over the past 30 years plus, and we're tapping into one of the fastest growing markets in the world. Last year, over $200 billion. We're building on mobile first. That accounts for over 50% of the existing marketplace. Now, there are a lot of success strategies in gaming that we've looked at in Web2 and Web3, Axie Infinity on their economic incentives, Raid Shadow Legends, free to play, but bringing in over $1 billion market capitalization in 3 years. And there is a vast untapped marketplace that we've noticed. With Axie, 30% of the people playing it were video game players. The other 70% were people that were purely there for the money and don't even play video games. We want to harness the best of both of those worlds by tapping into both traditional and blockchain gaming. So introducing Project Lambo, we're leveraging cutting edge technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain, augmented reality, and virtual reality over our roadmap up to 2025. And we're protocol layer agnostic. So interoperability is important to us. We believe that's the way for adoption to come. So we're building on the iOS store, Google Play Store, various blockchains like Polygon and Solana. And it's important to us to make sure that lower end models are also usable with our gameplay because of how many people that is going to get us in front of. So a new era of virtual gaming. You can see some of our in-game footage there, but we're integrating ChatGPT's API to create a more immersive gameplay experience for the world and for communication. One of our USPs is our NFT Metaverse Launchpad, making NFTs more than just digital art. So your existing NFT, if you're an individual or even if you're a project, we can bring it to life, creating a way for people to earn with their own players from different communities. We're also building a Sharetopia Academy. This is an education center. It's really important to us, and we're offering high quality resources on financial literacy, sustainability, mental health, many of the things with a unique learn to earn and teach to earn approach with our incentivized token. We also are offering NFT sharing. This is something that we strongly believe in with investors that have got money to invest into NFTs, but not time to play video games. On the flip side, we've got a lot of gamers that have got lots of hours to play video games, but not much money. So we loan it through a smart contract for them. Our AMBO tokenomics and supply are here. This is our governance token, 42 million tokens, TGE unlock of 5% circulating investor tokens. 1% is going to charities that fall in line with the protection of natural resources of planet Earth. Got a breakdown here of our cliff vesting in TGE with a full release schedule that you guys can check out. And the Project Lambo token sale here, you can see the pricing for our private seed, private sale, public sale. This is important to highlight our Project Lambo NFT sale. We've got a full breakdown of all the rarities of our 6 exclusive NFT characters. You'll notice we've got a character there for Pepe Doge and also Zeus Pepe and Spartan Doge, and 2 exclusive NFT comic books that we're making. We've got 3 different adoption models to show that our feet are planted firmly on the ground and we understand the current market conditions. But our exclusive drop for Zeus Pepe and Spartan Doge is taking place at the end of this month. Our funding ask is 2.1 million, which we are looking for to help grow our community, develop and deliver our NFT marketplace, our full first game, our metaverse, market and launch our governance token, increase our team size and become an industry leader in the space. And that's... I'd like to thank you guys. Any questions?
Super. All right. Thank you so much. That was just past the finish line in 5 minutes. Now opening up to the VCs and in the room, Jerin, Kinch, and Leslie.
Yeah, why the name Lambo though?
Okay, so with Project Lambo, the reason that Lambo was the name is because the character, the main character here, is a lamb. He's part lamb and part human. They're Gen S, the generation that have been created. There's a full storyline for this, talking about how humans have destroyed planet Earth and animal DNA and human DNA is fused together to make it something that would be better for the future, because we believe that non-carnivore animals treat the earth better than humans do, and it's a story to tell to people to get them to act better in their everyday lives.
Okay, that's a really good explanation. Thank you very much. And also you listed a couple of partners and also M-Chain. What are they bringing on board?
Okay, so M-Chain are a company that do esports. They have got exclusive rights to Facebook gaming in India. They give us access to roughly around 450 million gamers, mainly India. And they've also got over 900 influencers and over 30 esports organizations signed up. Recently got Khabib and Islam from UFC. It's a really easy way for us to bring this to market.
Oh, and it's important to announce that their CEO is also an advisor on Project Lambo as well.
That's right, Talkia.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
No problem. No.
What's the USP here? I can't see it. Sorry.
Okay. No problem. So we believe we have multiple of them. I mean, there are a lot of NFT collections that are existing at the moment. We believe that by bringing additional utility to those existing NFT collections, it's going to do a lot for the existing NFT community.
Yeah, but that's not unique. Like many projects do this.
Okay, and also the artificial intelligence integration with ChatGPT. So people,
everyone does that. Like ChatGPT API is good, is the right call. I like it, but it's not unique because it's easy to do. Easy, sorry, you know what I mean. But to me, you're telling me you're doing a vegetarian chimera metaverse. So, and that's that's a strange USP for me, because that's a unique thing. I'm trying to understand.
The education part's extremely important to us as well. I mean, we're trying to protect the natural resources of planet Earth. We're charitable. We're trying to bring together, from an NFT sharing perspective, AI to make more immersive gameplay. The reality is that we want to create a safe space for people to play video games where they feel the same things that they felt that I felt when I was young. I played Commodore 64. I've had every computer you can imagine. One of my kids has suffered from bullying, and that is what actually sparked all of this off. I wanted to be able to create a space where kids aren't getting affected as much online.
Did you manage to tap into the whole ESG related thing? Because
I mean, I'm with you. I mean, in terms of the ESG side, of course, that's something important to us, but we're kind of looking at renewable energy, educating people on that, incentivizing them for that, but still having that fun gameplay. I mean, the people that are working on this project with us are extremely talented at what they do in storytelling and much more. So the actual game itself is top notch. The storyline is great. The experience is good. But there are a lot of additional benefits that come with that.
I just wanted to add on that.
Thank you.
Kinch, you obviously asked for a USP there. I wanted to add on the fact that I know people are obviously doing the AI in gaming, the whole metaverse side as well. But what we also want to add is, look, the space is built on hype. Once your game is good, you've got your hype. Once the hype dies out, your game dies. And that's essentially what always happens. What we're doing is we're strategizing different games within our metaverse. So it's not just an RPG game. We're launching different games throughout to ensure that the gaming community is happy throughout. And obviously our governance token, the community can also have a vote on what game we release. So the community essentially is what drives crypto projects, and people misunderstand this and they try and do their hype, they try and do their project, but the community is what drives it. So that's our USP, is we're making sure that the community is driving the project, meaning that we ensure the hype and the success of the project.
Got it. Thank you.
No problem.
Awesome. Okay, Jerin, any questions?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, super. Thank you so much, Project Lambo.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, and Natia, over to you to announce the next project coming on board.
Funsho and Iqbal, thank you so much, Project Lambo. So next up, we have Health Hero, represented by Anthony Diaz, founder and CEO. Anthony, the floor is yours.
Thanks so much. I'm going to share my screen here. And can everyone see and hear me okay? And see my screen okay?
You're cutting out a bit.
All right. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Now?
Yes.
Okay, great. So yeah, really great to connect with every labs, and Go Labs is a part of Health Layer 1 CK EVM blockchain operating system, specifically for the community engagement. With smart chains, it's a Layer 1 CK EVM community engagement. If you look at businesses for the games, gamification that have separated a lot of businesses. But in this new era, going to be community engagement, community building that makes the most difference, which renders the need for its own specific blockchain, specifically in use cases where people are employees and people are consumers, and they transfer their identity between working for different companies. They're sometimes patients. They go as different identities throughout their life. Specifically, this problem, as I mentioned, it's a $10 trillion opportunity in market. It's not just healthcare related, it's not just social impact related, but it's related to games, local government, municipalities, all of these different organizations, including, as we talked about already, ESG, NGO, educational institutions. They need their own privatized blockchain, but there also needs to be a public side to manage identity between the transferability of information, of health information, of life information. And also the uniqueness of our solution is specifically designed to be secure, scalable, and developer friendly, but very focused on community engagement, driving community, leveraging rewards, recognition, artificial intelligence, but just as important, the tokens that we plan to launch off of this platform specifically are situated for real world asset-backed tokens, not to mention community engagement layers. So games, experiences, actual experiences that engage the community. On the technology side, it's a layer 1 ZK EVM. It combines the power of zero knowledge proofs with enhanced scalability, privacy preservation. So zero knowledge proofs, enhanced scalability, privacy preservation. It's a large market. Some of the use cases, as I talked about already, are community-driven funding initiatives, social impact initiatives, and obviously healthcare. So we're coming at this from Health Hero, which is bringing us a lot of data, a lot of traction, and specifically a cash cow business where a lot of layer ones that launch don't have a specific use case that is a cash cow that brings a mass amount of data. And also we're tapping into a $15 billion healthcare asset pool that could be tokenized. Very specifically, we'll be launching a protocol as well, but we'll be on testnet in 6 weeks. We've been working on this for the past 8 months. We'll be on testnet in 6 weeks, and in 22 weeks, we'll be on mainnet. The competitive advantage we have, as I mentioned, is a 5 million user reach. We have a 6 billion user data points that we're bringing in, 12 distribution channels across enterprise, and on the consumer chat platform across as an employee wellness program, but it also works to help improve the health and fitness of individual communities through chat platforms. 14,000 companies and communities we support around the world. And we have already 50 million of connected user value. So we're bringing traction to the launch of our layer 1, not to mention the scalability, the privacy, decentralized voting systems, community-driven funding platforms, and the ability to support social impact initiatives. And healthcare is under that. Our team is very vast in experiences. We are repeat founders. We know what we're doing. We're here for the same reason. Our advisors have raised collectively over $100 million in the Web3 space, a lot of familiar faces on this call, and our DAO that will help fund and accelerate the make decisions on the companies that we fund and help support on our layer 1. These DAO members represent over 2.5 billion of Web3 funds today. So lots of familiar faces there, I'm sure. And we have a developer community strong of at least 50 developers, specifically in the languages of Solidity and Rust, which is what we're built on. Our investors are some of the best. They're all familiar to you: Polygon, Animoca, Blockchain Founders Fund, Credo, IoTex. Falcon X is not on here. Falcon X is an investor as well. Not to mention, of course, Sequoia, Lightspeed, and Upfront. Their scout programs have invested in us. And these are our projection goals for our market value, scalability, transaction, user adoption, dApps, and interoperability. And then we're raising 5 million right now in a mix between safe and token warrant. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Anthony. The floor is now open to questions from our VCs.
Hey, Anthony, thank you for the quick introduction. Looks very interesting. I have 2 questions. Why the name? Because every old crypto guy is thinking GoChain right now. And the second question is, who would you say are your competitors?
Absolutely. Yeah, so our company that we started off with is called Go Health Hero. And Go is the platform side. And specifically, the name is Go Smart Chain. And obviously, Health Hero is the cash cow business, the distribution channels, and it's bringing the liquidity and the real world asset backed initial coin and token to the platform. And I would say our competitors, our interoperability approach of working with other layer ones like Aptos, Sui, Ethereum, BNB chain, of course, that's going to be a part of it. We have investors that have invested in other layer ones. We have investors that are layer twos, of course. And the power of what we're bringing is obviously bridging this world between the engagement area of an employee, of a consumer, specifically with gamification experiences. One of the biggest problems we had is we approached all the different layer ones and we asked them their expertise on healthcare, how they think about employee identity, how they think about consumer identity, how they think about engagement. And honestly, none of them have support for that. None of them have a thesis. They stay away from it. And that's the expertise that we're bringing. We have strong backgrounds in healthcare and we understand the problems of US healthcare, but from a global perspective as well. So.
Got it. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, Jerin, Leslie.
Actually, I personally know Anthony from past 2-3 months. I'm in touch with Healthy Room, so yeah, I'm good to go.
Thank you, Jerin. Leslie, any questions from your end? All right, just looking to confirm that Leslie's in the room and that there are no questions. Okay, Leslie, you're on mute in case you are asking a question.
No questions from me.
Awesome, thank you, Leslie. All right, thank you so much, Anthony. And Natia, over to you for the next project.
Anthony from Help Hero, thank you so much. So next up, we have Sounds of Things, represented by CEO Germano Morano. Floor is yours.
Hello, good afternoon, good morning. Can you hear me? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So dear friends of AdLunam, thanks for inviting me. Investors, founders, thanks for attending. I am Germano Morano, CEO of Sounds of Things, the metaverse for sound contents. So all is energy. This is a matter of fact, it's physics. Frequencies and vibrations link us and shape the matter. With Sounds of Things, we want to spread the word with good frequencies. And to do so, we have created a sound metaverse. We will understand what does it mean, but for the moment, the sound metaverse is a place where we share sound content, sound-based content for social reasons. First of all, the scenario. Artificial intelligence and voice assistants are going to free us from the screen. This is happening. We will talk with technology. We will talk with technology. It's happening right now. By reducing our time spent in front of our screen, the way we communicate and advertise must change. This is happening right now. I need you to focus on this. Let's imagine the world with this new paradigm. So in this scenario, a sound metaverse is a much better opportunity than a visual metaverse that has several issues never resolved. One of them is the hardware, heavy hardware, that with the issue about costs and safety and health, but also the visual metaverse isolate people. To get access to a sound metaverse, you just need your AirPods and to get immersed in this augmented reality made of feeling, made of emotions. So the sound, our project is not a project of paper. We already worked with large brands, and I will give the floor to the Nutella manager in New York, where we launched a test project with them years ago.
We got no sound.
Can you hear the sound? Can you hear what he's saying?
No.
Okay. He's saying that he's collaborating. I didn't share the audio. He said that he started this collaboration with Sounds of Things because they are interested in sound. They want to do sound logo, sound branding, and this is the first step for them. So what Sounds of Things is like a TikTok, so short content, but audio with the user experience of Pokemon Go. This is a very short comparison just to let you to understand how we work. So we have 3 subjects. One is the app user, and the app user uses the app to create content and socialize. We have the business user that has a portal dedicated to them to create augmented places made of sound that are sound villages, and composers. Composers create tracks like the filter in Instagram to augment the creativity of users and to help business users to create their sound identity and their sound brand. All of them collaborate in our economy and create content, place where to socialize and to create a sound avatar, sound outfit. Everything is based on sound. Every single content, starting from the sound emotion, the base content, the sound village, and the track can be an NFT inside the Sounds of Things, and we will have an NFT marketplace. Also, we want to remunerate people that feel our metaverse with their creation. So we want to pay them to create content. This is the reason why our sound token will be used to reward users and composers as well. To get the badge. Sorry?
1 minute left.
Yes. So to get the badge of business or composer, you need to follow a process inside. Our business model is based on NFT, transaction fee, CPM, CPL, the standard impression business model, and subscription. We have a very experienced team, me and the founder, more than 20-year experience in several sectors, and an impressive advisory board for the Web 3.0. Next step will be implementing the smart contract and our release our sound token. And this is our ask 2 million in pre-sales for our sound token. And that's all. We are not changing the world. You see that it's changing by itself. We put Sounds of Things along the path of a big transformation where the ear will take the place of the eye. Thank you.
Super. All right. Once again, open to our VCs for questions.
Yeah, one problem most investors have these days is, what guarantees can you give us that this is not going to end up as one of the numerous metaverse projects we've had over the last few months and years?
Mm-hmm. You may understand that this is a unique metaverse. So we didn't disappear in the last 6 years, and we have prepared everything. We spent our money. We have created something unique. So it's not us. It's not the competition. It's the evidence that the society is going to an oral paradigm. We talk with ChatGPT very soon. We will talk with playing games. We will talk socializing in the digital sector. It's an oral, so a smartphone will stop to be a big screen. This is happening. So of course, it's no guarantee in life in general. But I'm pretty sure that it will be will be a success. And of course, I bet everything I did, and I keep doing this.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
I'm not sure about the others, but I still have trouble to ascertain the use case for the average user.
Mm-hmm.
I got metaverse, I got reward tokens, which if you use your token as a reward token, I mean, you require even more success. I get NFT marketplace, but the sound thing, how is that going to work for me as a user?
Sure.
I didn't understand.
Sure. When you use Instagram, for example, to tell something about yourself, about your day, about your life, you get a photograph. So you shot a photograph and post it, and socialize based on this. At the very beginning, Instagram was very, very basic platform. So, and photograph expert didn't use it. Now it's trendy. Everything has also a sound inside. If you close your eyes, you can understand that everything around you has a typical sound. You can make everything sound. So we bet on this. in a evolution of our society going to the aura paradigm, you can communicate with sound, every single thing. So even a smile, also a walk, or your mood every day as a sound. And the sound has the capability to bring emotion directly. So there is no infrastructure. You bring immediately emotion, like a soundtrack in a movie. So let's see, let's watch a movie without soundtrack. You will lose every emotion on it. So the base communication is this. The dynamics are similar to a social media. That's the other fact. And another more important, that specific content are locked in specific location. So it's a sound metaverse that you need to live outside.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I see. Thank you.
No problem. Welcome.
One question. I'm sure you're familiar with the app Clubhouse.
Of course.
Something very similar to what they've built. Because what worries me is that Clubhouse it had like a very high reach in a very short amount of time, but then it died out followers. How are you planning to get like a very numerous people on board to get the app going?
Sure.
And to get
Thank you for your question. I define Clubhouse like Zoom without video. So it's a live stream chat room in real time. So they got 12 million at the very beginning on paper, I can say, because they had no business model. They had just iOS app. And with 12 million, they hired a lot of celebrities, filling the room of people that wanted to talk with Elon Musk or some other people. And of course, it was a fake community. So everyone wanted to use them. After this period, more money, without any revenue. Twitter implemented similar thing. That is a communication platform. Our is a creative platform. So we create sound content. So it's not talking. It's not alphabet. It's a communication through the sound. And all the composers will bring their creation. All brands they will build their sound logo, like Netflix, McDonald's. There are a lot of projects like this, one-off project. We have created a platform to do this all over the brands and all over the world.
Personally, I'm quite familiar with music. I've had studios before, and we've been on with record labels, with Armada, with so I'm quite familiar with the space. And one of the issues with labels is they don't pay as much, even with regards to Spotify. So yes, it can be something that you can tap into. However, I think it's very important to get like the very first part of the business correct, to get how you're going to get new people on board.
Sure.
How you're going to incentivize these artists to work with you and not with with other apps that are doing similar stuff to what you're doing. So that's basically my
great stuff.
question. Do you have a plan? Do you have like a marketing plan for it?
Yes, we have. We have a marketing plan. We have a very clear idea how to do this, how to every single user to want a sound avatar, and every single brand to want a sound logo, a sound DNA, to do campaign like this. We have a plan and we can share it.
Okay, thanks for your question, for your answer. Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, Jerin, any questions?
Yeah, to my understanding, generally an animal or a human being, they tend to attract on what they see when compared to what they hear. So out of all our senses, I personally feel that our sight is something which is on a dominant side. That's why even after this digital era, billboards, visual ads, everything is happening. If it's something really if there is something where sound can have a dominance over sight, probably all of the people would have chosen this option on like various social media platforms. So I'm not sure how this how valuable this project is going to be. So can you shed
Sure.
some light on that?
Of course, great question, and I will have also a great answer. I'm sorry, I'm joking. So why the visual is so important today in the last 2,000 years? That's happened when we started to write the word in a paper. In that exact moment, we deleted the villages, the old village exploded, because in an oral society, people needed to stay at the voice distance. They need to do this to organize the society. In the moment where we started to write instruction, people started to go away from the village, and we built the society where we live today. And what's a word beside a word? It's a sentence. It's like the supply chain is all about the written culture. And what's happening today? It's not me, it's a Canadian, it's Marshall McLuhan saying this. It's happening that we are going to destroy the writing culture. It's not us, it's the medium, the electricity, the capability to speak at the speed of light. This has created what we call a global village, what Marshall McLuhan called a global village. This is the reason why you have villages inside some of those things, because we will have the dynamic of the old village, but without the issue of the space. That's the strong culture inside some of those things that make me feel that this is going to happen, because it is a culture revolution.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Super, thank you so much, Project Sound of Things. And Nadia, over to you for the next project coming up.
Thank you.
Germano, good to hear from and listen to you. So Germano from Sounds of Things. And
Thanks.
finally, we have Chris Lee from UnUnifi, and Chris Lee is the head of ecosystem. Chris, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. Presenting UnUnifi. UnUnifi is our fast, open, interoperable smart contracts layer 1 blockchain optimized for NFT-fi infrastructure. Now, I know that's a mouthful, so I'll break it down in a second. But first, let's talk about the problem. Current NFT-fi solutions are both nearsighted and restrictive. They are hyper-specific to target PFP or art-based NFT holders, generally limited to specific NFT collections, and also locked to specific blockchains. They, too, are not scalable and inefficient. They often rely on oracles or fail to cater to large-scale institutional interest, and that's generally due to low liquidity. 3, they fail to address DeFi use cases or cater to DeFi-savvy traders who are looking for alternate capital-efficient strategies. The solution to this problem is UnUnifi, and UnUnifi is solving these issues by delivering scalable infrastructure that's targeted to both NFT and DeFi users, builders, and developers. We built a fast, scalable, decentralized cross-chain solution that can be integrated into any pre-existing NFT marketplace, dashboard, DApp, aggregator, and more implementations. And this is designed to extend NFT-fi beyond current trends, allowing us to develop DeFi adjacent products that extend our total addressable market to both the NFT holders and also DeFi-based users. First, a quick note about our team. We're a global team, originally founded in Japan. We've since expanded globally with members of our team in Singapore, Lisbon, New York. We are one of the largest Web3 startups to come out of Japan in recent history. And our co-founder Yuki Miura, is actually a famous Japanese-based developer. So with deep integrations to the Japan blockchain ecosystem and the Web3 space there. A quick note about him. He has been a serial developer since the age of 14. He is a Cosmos SDK, both contributor and expert. And he's also an accomplished white hat hacker who has previously rescued over 5 million in stolen user funds. Currently, there's 8 of us on our team with plans to expand and double that size within the next year. Our mission statement. UnUnifi plans to give all NFTs the opportunity to DeFi, and this is any NFT on any blockchain. We believe that redefining NFT-fi means an equal technical expansion in DeFi technologies and an exploration in NFT utilities. And the way we've done this is through our layer 1 sector-specific blockchain, starting with 3 core DApps. The first of which is our NFT-backed loans app. The second is an interchain yield aggregator app. and then the third is a derivatives app. These three represent a toolkit that can combine together to provide our infrastructure across any other layer 1 blockchain, layer 2 marketplace, and really any ecosystem partner that integrates with our product. We can then build extension contracts on top of this, allowing us to integrate into any NFT ecosystem and provide cross-chain products for retail and institutional users. So 3 core DApps, 1 seamless user experience. Obviously, the primary being the NFT-backed loans app, where we service NFT lending with Oracle free-based valuations. We can provide competitive valuations with cross-chain liquidity aggregation. And we can also support any NFT, not just blue chip NFTs, but NFTs that are one-of-ones, collectibles, real-world assets that are tokenized on-chain, fine art, and other, generally illiquid NFT markets. The second is our interchain yield aggregator, which provides for decentralized asset management, and we are integrating that into major DeFi protocols. Automatic DeFi yield can be earned anywhere on our platform, and the great part about this is assets from the NFTFi side, so assets borrowed from NFTFi, can even be injected into interchain yield aggregation. And again, extensive yield strategy creation, competitive to market changes, with the ability for any third party to create their own strategy, their own vault in our system. And then lastly, a derivatives module in which we created our own improved GMX-based model, stabilized liquidity pool, and once again, assets borrowed from NFTFi can be used to create complex DeFi trading strategies. Our economic model is designed to scale with ecosystem growth, initially starting with the 3 core DApps and then expanding to future DApps. And fees generated in platform from trading, lending, farming activity can all be sources of protocol revenue that we will gather initially. NFT lending, a quick note about the market, is the most important vertical in NFTFi. As recently as April 2023, NFT lending hit a high of 448 million, sorry.
1 minute.
And during a similar time period, NFT marketplaces only did 168 million. So what we are seeing is that NFT lending is outpacing marketplace volume. Therefore, our cross-chain NFTFi infrastructure can allow us to service institutional users, liquidity providers, market makers, provide greater NFT lending adoption and market opportunities in this vertical. We are infrastructure that can extend, so scalability for our sector-specific blockchains includes potential use cases such as tokenized DeFi positions, so Uniswap v3 concentrated liquidity, lending for non-collateralized borrowers, and then other things like DAO-based VCs, centralized asset management service, automated market making, and LP farming. And then lastly,
Chris, that's all the time we have.
Okay.
I have to open the floor now to the VCs to ask questions, but you can keep your slides on.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah. One question. What makes you guys so different, and why should people be paying attention to what you guys are doing?
Right. Our main thing is that NFTFi as a concept, NFT collateralization, exists in the market. There are many protocols that are doing that at a DApp level. There is no cross-chain infrastructure layer to facilitate NFTFi. As a result, we can scale our solution to any size, service institutional interest in the market, and then also provide DeFi adjacent explorations into NFTFi, right? So current NFT lending protocols primarily just service a hyper-specific market, say a blue chip NFT that can be collateralized. What we're doing is we're actually expanding that to support any NFT and then provide DeFi trading opportunities in the same dashboard. Therefore, you can truly manage all of your assets, whether that's through derivatives trading, through staking and yield generation, or through NFT collateralization, all in the same dashboard with a cross-chain interconnected ecosystem.
Okay, thank you.
Did you just say there is no cross-chain NFT project live?
Right now, NFT lending services operate at a DApp level. So a majority of them are on a specific blockchain. Obviously, that tends to be Ethereum based, but what we are seeing is expansions in NFTFi on other chains like our partner Polygon, and expansions kind of in other EVM-based chains as well.
Okay, so the USP is you're building a chain exclusively for that using Cosmos SDK. Why
Correct.
Cosmos?
Maximum security and maximum interoperability.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it from me.
Thank you. Jerin?
No, I'm good.
All right, super. Chris, thank you so much. And I think, Natia, over to you. I believe we have some more questions that are coming into all the projects now, so we're going to open the floor there. Natia, take it away.
Thanks, JP, and thanks, Chris, from UnUnifi. So as the VCs make their way to our voting area, I'd like to open up the floor if there are any additional questions for any of the projects.
Yeah, this is Jason Fernandez. My question is around for Xone. So first thing is you guys have done a really good job bringing Abbey Road Studios and Universal. So congratulations on that. I'm curious whether you guys have a native token, what the utility is for that token, and also, you know, if you want to talk a bit more about those two partnerships I mentioned.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for your question. Should I go on video for these or stay off? I'm not sure what the.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, awesome. I've changed settings here. Yeah, so the NFT, sorry, excuse me one second, let me blur my background. Perfect. So the token utility will mainly be around answering this question about how do we get Web2 users into a Web3 economy. So for me and for the team, fundamentally, I believe that earning is a very, very powerful narrative and something that will cut through all of the lingo around what does it mean to come into a Web3 game or a Web3 economy. And so for me, when I look back to before I knew anything about this world, if someone came to me and said, you can earn money by simply existing inside of this game and playing it, that would be enough for me to download it and to start interacting with it. So at a fundamental level, the token for us is a conversion tool for bringing a Web2 user, which we have, into a Web3 user, which we also have, but aren't regular MAUs. So that's kind of the high level, but at a more drilled down level, what the token will do will reward people for actually spending time inside of the game. So what we've built on the back end is an XP system that rewards people for the amount of time they spend, the amount of likes they give, the amount of content they create, and the amount of times that they share. Each one of those actions will be rewarded with the token, which people can use to then purchase and interact inside of our marketplace. That was the first part of your question. Was that sufficient, or would you want me to expand on anything there?
I know that's perfect, but yeah, if you want to answer, you know, maybe talk a bit about your partnerships with those two studios, that'd be excellent. I think that'd be useful for everyone.
Absolutely. In May of last year, or May or June, I made the decision to pivot the business outside of just a Web3 business in the NFT space and towards a Web 2.5 product. The reason for that was that users exist inside of these metaverse and gaming platforms, like I've mentioned. And for us, the users come first. It's important for us to have a user base and then to convert them into Web3 users. So the easiest way for us to actually go get users was by using our background in music. Prior to starting Xone, I ran a creative agency that worked exclusively with musicians to build mixed reality experiences inside of games, inside of mobile, and inside of on the web. So we had a rich database of contacts in the music industry. I reached out to those over the period of about a month, and we ended up landing in an incubation contract with Abbey Road Studios. They have a tech incubator. It's the first one in Europe, I believe, or was the first one in Europe. They work with one company a year and launched their tech inside of Universal. Universal actually owns Abbey Road. And so over 6 months, we pitched, negotiated, and secured a partnership with Universal Music, whereby we will launch artists inside of Xone throughout the balance of 2023.
Amazing. That answers my question.
Thank you for your question.
Super. All right.
Thanks, James. Is there anyone else who would like to ask a question? Otherwise, I'm going to hand over to our sponsors to say a few words. All right, it seems we're good to go. So I would like to invite ApeSwap to the floor to just give us a few words. Thank you again for being one of the sponsors of today's event.
Hi guys. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, Boba, we can.
Awesome. Sorry, I think Taurus had to jump to a call. But yeah, it's lovely meeting you guys and being here for this experience. You know, we at ApeSwap obviously started out as a DEX, but subsequently, you know, with all the innovation coming into the space, I've made a lot of projects and, you know, I've been a part of their journeys, and it's lovely to see that there's still so much innovation, even if we're sort of in this bear market. Yeah, what we do well is we meet with a lot of projects, help them with tokenomics, you know, try and see where they want to go and see how we could help them with their connection pool or with our connection pool to get them, you know, to propel them to where they want to be. And then obviously being a DEX, we deal a lot with liquidity. So, you know, we sort of became experts in the field of liquidity, so to say, and especially decentralized liquidity. So yeah, recently started bonding. If I say recent, about a year now in total. And yeah, if you guys want to know more about bonding and things, and you know, liquidity and liquidity evaluations, yeah, do reach out to me. I think they did take my Telegram handle. So yeah, lovely to be here, and thanks to AdLunam for the opportunity, right? And we love our partnership. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Babajan from ApeSwap. And we'll announce the results on social media as soon as we have the third and final vote. And then we will be announcing it on Twitter as well as on LinkedIn. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much. This was just an absolutely amazing event to listen to all of you teach us about very many different things that are happening in the Web3 space. I think we've heard some really interesting projects today, very innovative ideas. And as I said in the beginning, this is not the ideal market to be in. We are all, you know, holding thumbs for the market turning green. But in the meantime, it's just really heartening to see how much is being built in the interim. And as I always say, you know, it's one thing to build in a bull market when there are just a rampage of investors storming at you and wanting to get a piece of the pie, but it's quite another to be doing it in this market when it sometimes feels like we're doing it for an empty audience. So really huge amount of respect to each and every one of you for just the effort that you've been putting in and the inroads you've been making. So with that, thank you so much from the AdLunam team, and also a big thank you to the AdLunam team, as well as to our VCs, our sponsors, and to each and every one of you.
Thank you for inviting us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Thanks.
If we want to connect to projects, we will do this via AdLunam, right?
That's right. What we will do is we will set up a group. If you could let us know the projects that you would like to be connected to, and we will connect them directly. We'll create a group and connect the two of you together.
Great. Thank you. Will do.
Thank you so much, Kinch, for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much. This signals the end of our show. We hope you come back again for our future shows of the Web3 Pitch Arena, where startups meet VCs. Have a great day ahead. Cheers.